Welcome. Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 graduation ceremony for Ravensbourne University London. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to everyone for your attendance today. My name is Andy Cook, and it's a tremendous honour to host these ceremonies as your acting Vice-Chancellor. It's great to see our graduates here, and it's also heartwarming to see your families, your friends, your significant others, and our special guests, all of whom, in their own way, have played a vital role in your success. For a number of reasons, this year's graduation is particularly special for Ravensbourne. Firstly, I'm delighted to welcome here today our new chair, Andrew Summers, and also I'm tremendously honoured to welcome the Mayor of Greenwich, Councillor Mick Hayes. I'm proud to say that we were officially granted university title last year, launching our own curriculum designed to ensure our students succeed and flourish in the creative industries. This means that we can now award our own degrees, and you may have noticed several of our graduates wearing these rather stylish teal gowns. I'm delighted to tell you that they are the first cohort of students awarded a degree by Ravensbourne University. Ravensbourne has always been an advocate for inclusion. We welcome a wide range of people who have found us in non-traditional and from non-academic backgrounds. Congratulations to all of you receiving your awards today. I know your tutors are immensely proud to share in the celebration of your success. Excitingly, you are moving into an industry sector worth £100 billion per year, growing at twice the rate of the rest of the economy. The opportunities for you are boundless. The fact that over 96% of our students go into work or further study within 6 months of graduating speaks volumes to the success and connections with industry that we have developed across the creative disciplines over the last 60 years. However, time does not stand still, especially in the creative industries. And just as you begin the next phase of your journey, we are also reimagining Ravensbourne for the 21st century. The technological advances of today will create the jobs of tomorrow. And with that in mind, I'm proud to announce that in 2020, Ravensbourne will launch our Institute for Creativity and Technology. This will provide the opportunity for us to explore research and education at the interface between the digital and creative disciplines in partnership with industry. This is an incredibly exciting time for Ravensbourne, and we've set our sights on continued growth and delivering excellence in the quality of our teaching. We hold the Silver Award in the Teaching Excellence Framework, which is an endorsement of our commitment to the quality of our teaching. We continue to attract a pool of the most incredible teaching talent at Ravensbourne. Their experience at global companies such as Deloitte, Vogue, and Apple, to name but a few, mean that our graduates leave with an incredibly rounded education that will set them up for the rest of their creative careers. Today marks the start of a new chapter in your lives, but remember, you are not travelling alone. You carry our name, our reputation, and our connections with you. Ravensbourne has a national and international reputation for producing creative professionals. Don't forget that your classmates are also about to enter the industry too, and you are more likely to succeed together than individually. You have a truly incredible network here, and the relationships you have formed will be invaluable to your future career and will develop into lifelong creative partnerships and friendships. The currency of real networking is generosity. So as you embark on your careers, remember to be generous in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, to all the people you can, and you will be amazed at the return on your investment. We wish you well. Before we proceed with conferring the degrees, I wanted to take a moment to recognise two of Ravensbourne's closest friends and mentors who have both been incredibly generous to us. Firstly, I'd like to welcome Linda Ralph Knight, to whom I have the immense pleasure of conferring the title of Honorary Fellow today. Linda, will you join me, please? Linda was editor of Design Week for more than 20 years and now works primarily in design and creative education, providing mentoring, running events and awards, and helping connect people. She sits on the Design School Advisory Board at Ravensbourne. Her expertise has been invaluable to us over the years. She worked with us to deliver Futures in the Making, which was our first undergraduate symposium back in 2016, and most recently has been working alongside our postgraduate department to develop a new mentoring scheme. It's an honour that you share this special day with us, Linda. We're immensely appreciative of your commitment to Ravensbourne over the past years. Congratulations. If I can ask our new chair, Andrew Summers, to present the award to Linda. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and well done, you. Thank you, Andrew, and particular thanks to Andrew Summers, because, Andrew, I never thought when I met you in 1995, more than 20 years ago, possibly before some of you were born, that we would be standing here today and you would be giving me this amazing honour, so thank you particularly for that. When I met Andrew, he was the new chief exec of the Design Council, and I was editor of Design Week, as Andrew's kindly pointed out. Also as editor of Design Week, I first got involved in Ravensbourne round about that time, well, a little later, maybe around 2000, I can't remember the exact date, because you had an equally inspired director. It was a director then, because it wasn't a university, called Professor Robin Baker. And Robin brought together a group of people from industry, believing in that bringing together of industry and education, which still underpins Ravensbourne. He brought us together to talk about what a design school of the future might look like. I was very lucky to be part of that group. I was editor of a magazine and had an overview, and I was part of that group. We had a few meetings, and we came up with what we thought would be the future. That future, believe it or not, was digital. Digital and collaborative. Those are the two things that came through. Seems laughable now, but in those days, digital design didn't infiltrate everything we do in our lives. It was a special thing. It was called new media, and it was a special thing. It was separate. But Ravensbourne took it on board as that's the direction we should take. And it was one of the first universities, in fact, I think it possibly was the first in the UK, to embrace this new media. And anybody who wanted to study that subject came over to it wasn't to Greenwich, actually, but it went to Ravensbourne, because that was where it was all happening. Those sessions also informed Robin's commissioning of the building that you've all been in for the last 3 years on the Greenwich Peninsula. I didn't know where the Greenwich Peninsula was. I'd not actually heard of it at that point. Nobody really had. I knew it was a long way from Soho, which is where designers hung out, and where my magazine was based, and the Design Council wasn't far from there either. But I didn't know much about it, other than there was a thing called the Millennium Dome here, and the Baby Dome, which is now the London Arena, which you look out on every day, or have been doing. But nobody'd heard of Shoreditch in those days. It was West End. Now it's all moved towards Ravensbourne, of course. Anyway, fast forward to 2016, and I found myself involved with Ravensbourne again. There was a big gap. But following a big change in management at the top at Ravensbourne, I was brought in again to support the twin deans. I was independent by then. I'd left the magazine. Well, the magazine had dumped us all, but there you go. Professor Lawrence Zegan and Dr. Gary Pritchard, both of whom you know very well. My job was to help them convey the strategy for the future that they'd come up with as new incoming deans, and convey it to the teaching team, share it with them, discuss with them, and get their buy-in. And that's the symposium that Andrew referred to. So that worked out quite well, because you've all, I think most of you will have benefited from that, because it was 3 years ago. For me, that was the start of a continuing process of helping Ravensbourne engage more with the industries that its staff, students and graduates work with, alongside, and will enter, you will enter. So I'm really proud to be part of Ravensbourne and to have been on that journey with you, and thrilled at receiving the Honorary Fellowship. So thank you all, because I think they probably had a hand in it. In the years I've been involved in Ravensbourne, it's set a trend among UK colleges with its distinctive open plan building. It was the first of several that have since followed the same route. It's built on its enviable grassroots heritage to gain university status, no mean feat, and through that boosted its international standing. You've been part of that. Its planning expansion, as Andrew said, into a new building within the design district, very forward-thinking. And that building is devised as an institute for creativity and technology, and there will contain also a strong postgraduate school to inhabit that site. It's going to be a really special place for anybody in the creative industries, and the world will look in on it. So is it any wonder that I'm so immensely proud to be part of this university? As you must be graduating from it today, they'll want you to keep in touch. Please do so. We need to stay with you. You need to stay with us. We like to be together with you. This Ravensbourne never stands still, and it certainly doesn't rest on its laurels. It'll keep on moving, so be part of that movement if it's appropriate to you. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for the degree, and thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. I would also like to take a moment to recognise another friend of Ravensbourne, Michael Horsham. Michael has had an important influence on Ravensbourne, and I'm thrilled to confer the visiting professor title to him. Michael, would you like to join me? Michael was an early member of Tomato, a highly influential design collective founded in 1991. Over the last 18 months, he has been working with us on the development of our new suite of postgraduate courses and has been instrumental in contributing to the vision for the Institute of Creativity and Technology. This new initiative will connect academics, researchers, students and industry partners working at the boundary of creativity and technology. Thank you, Michael, for your many contributions to Ravensbourne. We're delighted to be working alongside you. And as before, could I ask our new chair to present this award to Michael? Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, absolutely. Well, this is nice. I've got a few words to say. Thank you so much. Thanks, Vice-Chancellor, Dean, Lawrence, Chair, Andrew, Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, fellow graduates. It's a real honour to accept this visiting professorship. Visiting from where, you may ask? Elsewhere, I suppose. But today I came from Chiswick, which is where I live. It's an honour, because this is a strange time for education and the creative industries. I've got a slightly different figure to yours, Andy, but I read that the whole of the creative industries produced something like 268 billion for the economy, and that since 2010 they have indeed grown at twice the rate of the economy. And yet, art education in schools, arguably the seedbed of our industry, probably where most of you and I got my first inspiration, my ideas and my insight, has been sort of suffering and shrinking a bit. Things aren't too good for the schools, though they continue to produce amazing students. According to the Royal Academy, between 2010 and 2018, there's been an 8% drop in spending in Britain's state schools. That's about £500 per pupil. Might not sound like much, but that reflects a 55% decrease in school spending by local authorities whose central government grants have been cut. Statistics published in August 2018 by the Cultural Learning Alliance show that the total number of children studying an art subject to GCSE in England was down 35% since 2010. It's not all doom and gloom. I don't want to bring anyone down. Things might be changing. The Department of Education has announced that next year there are going to be bursaries for art and design trainee teachers. So maybe finally we're starting to level out the playing field by seeing the value in creative subjects after years of bias towards the STEM subjects, science, tech, engineering and maths. My point is that the people in charge, successive governments, have seen creativity and technology as separate things with no crossover. But we, all of us, I think in this room, all of us, know that's not the case. We know it's almost impossible to make something without tools. And the tools creatives use in the realization of ideas are increasingly technological. Then again, you could probably argue that a pencil is a result of technology too, and is a tool as much as a MacBook, although other computers are available, of course. Anyway, without banging on for too long, as you graduate from Ravensbourne, you're proof, I think, of the vital connection, the crossover between creativity and technology. And I wish you good luck as you start your careers as thinkers, makers, and doers. As for me, in this role, I'll keep trying to make that link between creativity and technology vital, obvious, and necessary by working with Ravensbourne University, its staff, and above all, people like you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. I would now like to hand over to the Executive Dean for the Design School, Professor Lawrence Zegan, who will announce the awards.
So, can you hear me? We're ready for some big applause? Some major whooping? Good. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the graduates from the School of Design, and we start with BA Hons Advertising and Brand Design, Luke Christopher Bailey. Michael David Bailey. Charlie George Baker. Nicholas Berin. Andrew Brown. Catherine Alexandra Changalusa Navarro. Elliot Chappell. Asa Jamil Chowdhury. Matthew Richard Davis. Ria Doherty. Hannah Edwards. Nicolo Ella. Bouquet Nassimi Urbas. Samuel Hardingham. Thomas William Hodges. Kabru Hassan. Shabsan Islam. Lauren Jones. Rosemary Jones. Oliver Kemp. Anne Maywald. Medusi Malabongi Matashil. Adila Nasrin. Abdul Wahid Amateo Anabule. James Pang. Megan Louise Pierce Wright. Adria Sheikh. Preston Lloyd Shirley. Molly Smith. Alistair Sterling. Charlie Elizabeth Tolley. Harry Wilson. Sophie Winter. And now for BA Hon's Digital Advertising and Design, Callum Batalia Jarvis. Olubanki Sobutu. Tobias Warner. And now for BA Hon's Architecture, Tony Adenyam Botang Afrifa. Natalia Anita Kimenska. Thomas England. Holly Lillian Freeman. Ellen Georgina Morn. Jason Murphin. Sarah Osei. Vincent Panratna. Kudos Patrick. Malaki Safsaf. Gemma Charlotte Coldridge Simpson. Kevin Truong. Hui Van Hun. Ugni Sesnulti. Kit Lum. Mohammed Imaluda Sadari. Alende Wale. And now for BA Hon's Design and Coding, Mikhail Dizarjev. Now for BA Hon's Design Products, Aaron Vincencio. Alexandra Magdalena Borowska. Nicholas Aborusu. Yamal Adekunle Agad. Nassim Ahmed. Narisa Iris Bakar. Jericho Kalkolatan Kaulan. Sophia Charabist. Lorenzo Daquipil. Alexander Devan. Oliver Dwyer Ward. Savannah Hutchinson. Robert Terence Jones. Bilal Khan. Sharifa Ledette Williams. Wagner Onalako. Epian Abigail Uy. Alicia Perez Jimenez Galvez. Salome Marie Magdalene Michelle Sandrin. Holly Sylvester. Josie May Skinner. Abiel Chisage. Sophie Woodhead. Aliyah Cesar. And now for BA Honours Fashion, Christiana Alagna. Caitlin Rose Burrell. Santa Serra. Elizabeth Folakimi Dio. Cara Dickens. Geneva Earl. Abigail Jane Holden. Isabel May Holland. Jonas Holmqvist. Lauren Ibbs. Sonny Liu. Alice Jennifer Phillips. Alexandra Pleasance. Victoria Resnick. Sarah Lee Robertson. Daniela Marie Silvera. Claire Woodward. Ethan Dominic Hamish Woolard. Jennifer Wee Young. Yi Wen Zheng. Sabrina Bonatesta. Fang Jian Kuo. Nathaniel Mackey. Olivia Mamzel. Iram Salimi. Natasha Samalian. Federica Zanello. And now for BA Honours Fashion Accessory Design, India, Georgia Martin. Lita Seoreseviesheti. Umu Ayman Azmi. Fernando Anthony Nathaniel de Souza. Yuan He. Monique Heslop. Yejin Kim. Fadumo Mohammed. Mildred Juanita Obeng. Duani Rajani. Siona Torley. And now for BA Honours Fashion Buying and Brand Management, Tamara Christina Ainsworth. Millie Aldridge. Monica Louise Alexander. Amelia Harriet Barraclough. Yasmin Zaza Beckett. Harvey Joseph Brennan. Akelia Rebecca Brown. Aliyah Jessica Brown. Isabel Liberty Brown. Hannah Cassell. Holly Abigail Crutchley. Amber Evans. Alicia Aurora Greco. Charlie Heath. Ebony Hemans. Annabelle Holdsworth. Jade Johnson. Jade Jordan. Camille Joyce Jose. Simran Kaur. Anika Knowles. Hannah Lucy. Imogen Jessica Lunn. Yasmin Faye McKee. Lily Meta Mesa. Natasha Nixon. Felicity O'Keefe. Amara Patel. Janelle Portaquero Torres. Danielle Louise Potter. Patricia Sadek. Amy Louise Spencer. Alyssa Storshak Andreevna. Jade Sullivan. Nicole Thompson. Tamsin Willan. Ellie Wills. Megan Wise. Nicole Ikenya Zimbita. Nora Karma. Joseph Newham. And now for BA Honours Fashion Promotion, Charlotte Anning. Siam Fanda Younger Breakfast. Hannah Doughty. Layla Jane Rose Sitsky. Katerina Anza. Isabel Catherine Barraclough. Stephanie Louise Bradley. Sophie Chetra. Notoris Mari Demeatru. Daisy Dingley. Julia Dziziardziak. Sarah Franco Preto. Amy Franklin. Jessica Hiron. Ray Khatib. Donald Lester Lewis. Saad Neve Liddon. Shamima Majid. Bethan McInerney. Roisin Lillian Mendel. Nuria Mullins Laripa. Courtney O'Brien. Gea Parolini. Georgia Agnes Petru. Louis Bellamy Sai. Lucy Jean Tully. Jasmine Nicole Tutt. Lemuel Anaji. Megan Sardi Whittle. Ho Yi Young. Now for BA Honours Graphic Design, Jacob Alexander Appleby. John Henry Barco. Ross Andrew Bartholomews. Pixie Luna Blackman. Nikita Chand. Madeline Hannah Chandler. Elijah DeLuna. Chloe D'Souza. Maha Fasnell. Benjamin Gibbs. Molly Gibbs. Jessica Amy Greenfield. Kelvin Haar. Harsh Harjai. Danny Hartnett Hetherington. Mazhar Hussan. Megan Jones. Martina Jagarthitz. Close. Mohammed Mimtaz Khan. Kieran Lintott. Miguel Angelo Lorenzo. Glenn Peter McElworth. Nathan McElworth. Monica Jade Malajan. Jeslyn Mayer. Robert McAllister. Hamad Mirza. Roha Afahassan Mohid. Komarth Madari Nair. Lauren Nichols. Joseph Osler. Josiah Parchment James. Owen Parker. Madeline Prossetto. Anton Ranger. Namur Rashid. Jenai Reed. Yinka Ray Joyce Renick. Isabel Rose. Estefani Royale. Laxmi Asha Ravdi Shiani. Estrella Silva. Adam Smarts. Shakil Samir. Lucrezia Stella. Emily Talbot. Heidi Tran. Jack Tucker. Veronica Baltonen. Edward Watson. Tyler J. Whittick. Max Wyman. Sophia Gempeji. Ella Josefina Leto. And now for BA Honours, Interior Design, Environment, Architectures, Ella Louise Baker. Araminta Lewis, Louis. Hyunju Oh. Matthew Smith. Thomas Verkustra. Joshua Welsh. Ocean Wright. Shripti Harani. Leonardo Patan. Jimena Jonas Paz Congalas. Now for BA Honours, Motion Graphics, Ryan Ainsworth. Aliyah Akram. Abdul Kufari Abdul Qadir Ali. Louise Sarah Crockford. Benjamin Ellis. Colin Foster. Jessica Giraldo. Nicholas Granger. Sebastian Grisales. Abrahami Kamalalafan. Chui Young Lee. Anuska McPherson. Jasmine Nice. Jamie Adam Powell. Uluna Ramadani. Caitlin Orla Smythe. Lee Witt. Back for MA Architecture, Hiran Kim. Oh, MA, excuse me. Another for M Arch, excuse me, Olufemi Omegbehin. For MA Communication Design, Unko. Anushree Dipal Palakiwawal. Maria Cristina Segro. For MA Environment Design, Francesca Vinci. For MA Fashion, Xiang Xiang Chang. Xia Ying Chang. Suzanne Newland. Sylvia Serrano Najera. Liang Yang. MA Moving Image, Stephen Adebayo. Stella Christodoulou. Dora Doko. Alfred Tetras. For MDES Design Management Innovation, Kowloon Jiang. Frances Catherine Poblete. Emne Wishbishet Teklu. For MDES Service Design Innovation, Soledad Deglino Senti. Glenn Thomas Broomfield. For MDES Social Innovation, Eva Forney. Keisha Nicole Swaby. So before I hand over, could I ask you to join me in applauding, congratulating all the graduates present and otherwise from the Design School of Ravensbourne. Hold on. It's not over yet. So, please take your seats because it gives me great pleasure. It's a huge honour to invite to the stage our SU President, Guy Hurd, who will address you on behalf of the student body. I hand over to Guy. Please take the lectern.
Thank you. Good afternoon, friends, family, staff, tutors, and fellow graduates. I won't be the only person in the room that can't believe that today has already come. For most of us, it doesn't feel too long ago that we actually walked into Ravensbourne for the very first time. I'll never forget how I felt the morning of my interview. There's such an atmosphere when you walk into the building. Ravensbourne really opens its arms to everyone. For me, it looked beyond my qualifications. It saw something in me. It gave me a chance where many other universities wouldn't have. You see, I had a really tough time during school. After I left, I threw everything I had into film. I got work as a camera operator locally, but I knew I needed to know more. I needed to learn more. So when I began looking at universities, Ravensbourne was my top choice. I was determined to get in. The course leader wasn't convinced after looking at my lack of qualifications. But I didn't let that put me off. So after calling him up one night, or should I say early morning, he wasn't too happy about that. He was actually on holiday with his family in Germany. So I called him up the next day to apologize. But on that phone call, I convinced him to have another look at my show reel. So after that, I carried on with my day-to-day, assuming he must have blacklisted me from the institution. But a month or so later, I was traveling home from a commercial shoot when I got an email from UCAS. I assumed it was to say I hadn't got my place, but it was the opposite. It was confirming my place at Ravensbourne. This was just 2 days before enrollment, but somehow I managed to move into my student accommodation in a complete daze, with my whole life changing in a matter of a few hours. I'm not the same person that stumbled into Ravensbourne that day, shocked at the chance they had given me. Like so many people here today, I've grown so much, and I've gained confidence in all aspects. I've experienced things that I never thought I would be able to experience. And I leave Ravensbourne today having the bravery to lean into my talent, my faith, and my ambitions. I have so much pride as a Ravensbourne student and as a graduate. I mean, we work hard, we dedicate ourselves to our craft, and we're part of such an amazing creative community. The building is like an industry in itself, and I'm proud to say I had the opportunity to be a part of it. And as the president of the Student Union, I hope I've played a part in creating memories that students can cherish. You see, many of us creatives can be inward thinking, but I encourage you. Making these connections is so important to our continued success. You are sitting amongst some of the most talented individuals, and your support for one another will push you further than you could have ever imagined possible. And being at Ravensbourne has taught me to appreciate these successes. So don't forget, today you are graduating from one of the most exciting creative universities in the country. And in doing so, you are joining the likes of industry greats. Today is one of those huge successes, but you are not defined by your degree alone. You are, however, defined by the lives you've changed. You're defined by the memories you've made and the impacts that your work will have on the world after you've left it. So my biggest hope is that we'll all continue to surround ourselves with genuine, supportive circles that will encourage our creativity and uplift us when we need it most. And although we're all so different, we've all had different challenges and trials in this lifetime. We've all arrived here together. So let's stay in touch. Hopefully we can sit shoulder to shoulder again one day. So congratulations to the class of 2019. From myself and the Ravensbourne Student Union, I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Guy, and thank you for all you do as President of the Students' Union. He's a great president for us. And may I add my congratulations to all today's graduates to whom we presented your degrees today. You can take great pride in your achievements, knowing that you now have a degree from Ravensbourne University, London, one of the leading creative universities internationally. It's been a pleasure for me to join Ravensbourne recently as chair of the Board of Governors. My experience running food companies and running a design council, as Linda mentioned earlier on, has taught me the importance of design and creativity to business and society, to our prosperity and to our well-being. My recent experience with King's College London has taught me the importance of higher education and its potential to transform lives, not only yours, but those of the people around you. I'd especially like to thank my predecessor, John Drury, not only for all he's done for Ravensbourne, but also for being so welcoming and generous with his time as he handed over to me. It was a special pleasure to have been able to present him with an Honorary Fellowship, which we did at the ceremony this morning. This afternoon, I've also been pleased to present the Honorary Fellowship to Linda Ralph Knight and the Visiting Professorship to Michael Horsham, and I'd like to congratulate them both on these awards. I've joined Ravensbourne at an important time. We are now a full university, and isn't it great to see the attractive new Ravensbourne gowns which some of you are wearing. Our focus on digital, on design, and on screen has never been more relevant and in demand by today's employers. Our strong links with industry mean that our graduates have one of the highest employability rates in the country. I'm personally committed to Ravensbourne developing the creative leaders of the future, and that is what you are now becoming as you graduate today. You're joining the ranks of many well-known Ravensbourne alumni, from musician David Bowie to fashion designers Bruce Oldfield, Stella McCartney, Claire Waite-Keller, from product designers Jay Osgoby and Richard Howarth of Apple to film producers and Oscar winners Simon Egan and Garth Ellis-Unwin. Your careers will develop in many unexpected ways, but I hope that you will aspire to take a leading role in whatever path you choose. And I'm sure that you will contribute to business, society, your friends and families in significant ways. And talking of friends and families, I know that the responsibility for your success is shared with all of those who are here today supporting you. Their help and encouragement has played an important part in your success. And I'd like to ask you, as graduates, to join me and my colleagues in thanking them with a round of applause. You are now Ravensbourne alumni, but your journey with Ravensbourne doesn't end here. Our doors are always open. If you need support, whether it's career guidance, helping set up your own business, or pursuing further study. So please stay in touch with our alumni team who are here today. The academic staff, professional staff, and fellow governors with me on the platform have taken great pride and pleasure in watching you graduate, and we wish you all well for the future. Be proud of your degree from Ravensbourne University, London, and the very best of luck to you all. Thank you.